So BuzzFeed is one of my favorite websites to go to, and they got something that's trending right now and causing a little bit of fun. They asked people to share the most baffling words of wisdom they've ever received, like essentially unhelpful advice. So I'm going to go over this list, but also want to hear from you, 877-937-1047. We want to hear some of the, I guess, worst advice you ever got. Unhelpful advice. Like, hey, less than 3 cigarettes a day and you're okay.
Well, it rhymes. Must be helpful.
Don't worry about whether you can afford kids. There's never a perfect time. I've heard that many, many times. Spend $40,000 on your wedding because that's what people do. If you guys have any unhelpful advice, 877-937-1047. Anybody ever given you guys unhelpful?
Yeah, I got some pretty unhelpful advice from John Jay once.
From me?
What was it?
Yeah. Well, Kyle, I'm glad you asked. John Jay and I were at this volleyball tournament. I believe it was...
The Crocs one?
Yes, and the owner of Crocs, they just came out. And he said, we talked and we were like laughing, we were having a good time. And the owner of Crocs like, I'm just getting started. If you guys just put in a little bit of money, I'll make you part owner of Crocs. And so we walk away and John Jay's like, nobody's going to ever wear those. Yeah, I'm like,
And look,
it might be it might be a good sports thing. Maybe they will like after they get off the sand. Maybe it's a really good thing for. He's like, no, those are ridiculous.
Oh my God!
Do not waste your money on a Croc investment.
Don't take financial advice from me.
You ain't rocking.
I've learned not to take financial advice from me. Remember,
You've learned how.
I've learned to not take it from myself. Whenever I want to do something now, I don't do it. Which is why I had to close 2 pizza places.
We could have been Croc kingpins.
All right, unhelpful advice, 877-937-1047. If you're short on rent, just ask the landlord to lower it for a while.
Oh,
That's that's what I'm saying. It's bad
not
advice.
helpful,
That's
'cause you know that's not going to happen.
That is not going to happen.
okay, this is really bad advice, this next one. Find someone you can tolerate, start a family, and you'll eventually fall in love. Thoughts?
well,
No thoughts?
Find someone you can tolerate.
like you just got to get along. It doesn't matter if you're in love, basically.
Start a family, and you'll
Terrible.
eventually fall in love.
Terrible advice.
Yeah.
If you're starting a company, it says here, change your startup's name so it starts with an A and appears first in the phone book.
Yeah. Who looks at a phone book
looks at
anymore?
phone-
You
I
look
think-
online.
Yeah, if you got a startup, you're probably not on the phone book.
Yeah.
Unless your startup is the phone book. Buy a starter home in an expensive part of town. These are all bad advice.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Walk into a business, hand the manager your resume, and you will get hired.
I don't know if it works that way.
Somebody told Joe that he should go offer to work for free for somebody for a week, and then after a week they'll be like, well, I need to hire you. He's like, nobody lets you do that. HR, all that stuff. Nobody's going to let somebody just work for free anymore.
Yeah, that is not helpful advice.
No.
Jenny, you got unhelpful advice?
Yes, I did. I got it from my ex's grandmother. When my ex would go out and not come back to the next day, she told me, when you're married, you should be blind. And in other words, you don't have no say in whatever he does from the door out is none of my business. And whatever, as long as he treats me well in our home. That's the advice I got. And I was kind of shocked and mortified.
Oh my
I don't even
gosh.
understand.
So don't pay attention to whatever he does outside of the house. None of your business. As long as he comes home and he's
in other
nice.
words, in other words, what once he steps outside the door of our home, whatever he does, I have no say. Like I should be blind, deaf, and
I think that's great advice.
speechless.
No, that's terrible advice.
Way to go,
Like,
Grandma.
No, and then you're supposed to wait for him to come home while you're cooking and
Yes.
cleaning for him. And
Yes.
Heck no.
Yes.
All right.
John Drake, this segment should be called Great Advice from Grandma.
Yeah, all right, Jenny. Thank
Not my grandmother, it's his grandmother.
Oh, his
That's why
you. All right, thanks, Jenny. Christina, you got unhelpful advice?
Yes. I was 19, so a little immature. And my friend had told me if I'm ever out of oil to fry, I was frying some food. And if I'm ever out of oil, I can just add some water. So that was always stuck in the back of my head. I didn't know. I still haven't spoken to her about that. So I don't know if she was ever joking. I think she was. That's probably why I haven't brought it up to her, because it's a little embarrassing. but it exploded.
Oh my gosh.
I had like a robe on, and it got all over my back, burned through my robe. I immediately threw my robe off. I immediately tried to unplug it from the wall. It was still, exploding out of the fryer.
Dang.
That's terrible.
That is
Very scary.
That might be
And
the
my
worst of
mom
it
was
all.
my mom was so frugal. I told her what happened. She was immediately coming over to make sure I was okay. And she went into the dumpster to get this fryer because it was brand new and super expensive. And she cleaned it out and gave it to my aunt. But I wanted nothing to do with that fryer after
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That is terrible
That
advice.
could've killed you.
Who gave you that advice?
It was my friend. She's actually an RN at an emergency room in Kentucky. So
Oh, Kentucky.
that advice came from her.
It's in Kentucky. I get it.
Okay. Thanks, Christina. Thank
So
you.
far, that's the worst.
No,
She
that's
wins so far.
terrible
That's
advice.
like possibly deadly.
What's up, Paul?
Literally.
Paul, you got unhelpful advice from someone? Paul.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Hey.
I used to tell my friends who were dating, I said, every woman over 40 have issues. Just find the ones whose issues you can live with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's advice from you.
Not at all the pessimist.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul.
Is
All
he
right.
acknowledging his own advice is terrible?
It's terrible, but I tell people all the time.
We got it posted on our Facebook. Douglas says, don't be afraid to fart when you pee. There's never lightning without thunder.
Gamble and lose, people.
Okay, Jocelyn on our Facebook says, advice that she got. Stay fat. You'll keep looking young.
What?
So if you have a rounder face, it doesn't
Actually, there's
show
something.
wrinkles.
I feel like there is something to that because, like, when you see like an elderly person, if they're like withering away, it's sad and they look older. But then if they're like they've got a little more fluff. I feel like they look a little
Yeah.
more like youthful and joyful.
And
A
like
lot
we're
of that-
literally injecting collagen into our face to
Right.
create this. Yeah, that makes
Dolly,
sense. Actually.
Dolly says something about soaking my feet in Listerine to remove all the toxins in my body. I had cold feet for days.
Oh my gosh, I would hate that. That'd be such a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Anyways, also, just stop going to the movies and you'll be able to buy a house. That is some of
Not
the
today. Not anymore.
unhelpful advice.